$24.9 trillion. That's what the 10 most valuable companies on Earth are worth, a quarter of global GDP. But this isn't a stock chart. It's a geopolitical map of control. The global economy has quietly consolidated around one resource: compute power. 8 of the 10 top companies are American. 9 are tech-driven. 6 are built on AI infrastructure. NVIDIA, Microsoft, Apple, Alphabet. Together, they don't just move markets, they anchor a new kind of statecraft. When America owns both the hardware, the chips, and the software, the models, it doesn't just dominate innovation, it controls the global supply of digital intelligence. NVIDIA is the empire at the center of this shift. Valued at $4.5 trillion, it's worth more than Germany's GDP, commanding nearly 80% of the world's AI compute. In policy terms, that's not market share. That's strategic dependency. Every defense simulation, climate forecast, healthcare model, all trained on NVIDIA infrastructure. Wall Street prices it like a sovereign asset, not a tech stock. And governments? They can't regulate what they don't own. The most critical layer of national security, the compute layer, sits in private hands. Capacity hotspots sprawl from the US to allied regions. Latency lines trace connections. Since 2020, the top 10 companies' value nearly doubled, from 12.7 to 24.9 trillion. AI-linked firms now make up 90% of that list. Energy firms, just 6%. Compute replaced crude, data replaced drilling. When capital clusters around one input, AI, fragility scales with it. A single export control, chip delay, or data center failure could stall model training, slow GDP growth, even disrupt defense readiness. The world built its digital economy on one company's supply chain, and that's a risk markets aren't pricing. AI is no longer an innovation race. It's an economic regime. Compute access defines fiscal power. Data control defines political leverage. Model ownership defines national strategy. And here's the twist. The US doesn't just lead, it monopolizes. 8 of the top 10 firms, all tethered to American policy, infrastructure, and export law. The chips flow where Washington allows. This isn't capitalism versus communism anymore. It's open source versus proprietary intelligence. A contest over who gets to train the next frontier of thought itself. So what happens when market concentration becomes geopolitical leverage? When Wall Street valuations start dictating world policy? When the next global sanction isn't oil, it's compute? These are no longer corporate questions. They're governance questions. And the line between big tech and big state? It's already blurred. The trillion-dollar club isn't an index. It's a map of control. Each valuation marks a lever: compute, data, energy. Together, they form the new architecture of sovereignty. The next policy war won't be fought over oil or trade. It'll be fought over compute access, who controls it, and who gets left behind. The message is simple. Power is no longer printed or drilled. It's trained. Men lie, women lie. The numbers never do.